1, 4. Tell me the coordinates of point A.
7, -6.
Okay, so right now they are trying to get you to find the ratio of AC to MC. Watch carefully. I'm going to draw a triangle. This vertical line is parallel to the y-axis. Can you tell me the equation of this vertical line? Well, y, where got y? X equals to 1, okay. Now I'm going to draw horizontal line over here. Tell me the equation of this horizontal line.
Y equals -6.
Tell me the equation of this horizontal line over here. Y equals to 3. What about this line over here? Huh? A 3 over 2. 3 over 2. And then the x coordinate for M, what is that? 5 over 2. Okay, do you think this helps you? AC to MC. What do you see? What the height? Look at this highlighted triangle. Okay, so I'm going to draw another, I'm going to highlight another triangle. Okay. What can you tell me about these two triangles? Why are they similar?
Because same length.
Right angle,
Common angle.
Okay, think about it. Where's the right angle? You're right. One angle and one angle. Okay, one pair of angles are the same already. What else? Common angle over here. Okay, so these two triangles are similar, yes?
Yes.
If triangles are similar, what can you tell me about the ratio of sides?
Square. The square of the length.
Ratio of sides.
Ratio of the size.
What can you tell me about ratio of sides? This is Emax.
Area is
Nothing to do with area. I'm asking about area of, ratio of sides.
One.
Same. Ratio of sides is the same, right? For example, if this is 1 is to 2, then this must be 1 is to 2. Then this must be 1 is to 2 as well, right? If, for example, this is 3 is to 10, then this must be 3 is to 10, 3 is to 10. Get it? So they wanted AC to MC. For example, if this is 3 is to 10, then this over here must be how many? 10. This must be? This must be? You can figure everything out already, right? Can or cannot? Okay, so we now need to know the ratio of a pair of sides. I can find the ratio of length, but I think there's an easier way to do that. Isn't it easier to find the ratio of sides over here? Can, right? Or for example over here, this one to this one, quite easily done, isn't it? Okay, so do you want to use the vertical height or the horizontal base?
Base.
Okay, let's try the base. Let us call this point over here, what is used already? A, B, C. Let's call this over here D. Let's call this over here E. Alright? So, dm equals to how many units? This is 1, isn't it? 5 over 2 minus 1 is 3 over 2, okay. Then I want the length of EA as well. How much is that? EA.
6.
Okay, 6. So the ratio of dm to EA must be 3 over 2 to 6. Okay? Which also means that my ratio from CM to MA must also be, DM to, CM, I'm sorry. For CM to CA must also be 3 over 2 is to 6. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay, so let me put it down. This part over here in ratio, this must be 3 over 2, and this over here must be 6. Okay, take note, these 3 over 2 and 6, they are not the length, they are ratios. Yes?
What's the working there?
Okay, so so far I have this dm equals to 3 over 2 units. EA 6 units, right? You and you mean if you want to prove it, is it? In this case, we are not testing you on proving of similarity, lah. So you can just go ahead and use the ratio. Yes. Yes. Okay. So from here, we now know that CM over CA must be equals to 3 over 2 over 6. Okay. AC to MC, yeah. I've got AC already. AC to MC. AC
MC
to
is the smaller one.
Yeah, okay, okay. So I can just invert it easily. C, let me zoom out. AC over MC now. 6 over 3 over 2. Which gives me 6 divided by 3 over 2, which is 6 times 2 over 3, which gives me 4 over 1. So AC to MC must be equals to 4 is to 1. Can?
Oh, wait, if you did it in a fraction method, also can.
Now fraction method is fine as well. So is this working clear enough for you? Any questions?
If I were to do fraction method, normally if I put AC over MC, right, then I would just do 6 divided by 3 over 2, and then
Yeah.
I see
So you
4.
still get 4, yeah, you still get the
So
same
can I
thing.
just do calculator, then therefore.
Yes, you can. Can.
Mm.
Alright, question 11. Part 1, does anybody need help? Equation of PR. If nobody needs help, Benedict, right? For the equation of PR, what's the minimum information for us in order to find an equation of a straight line? You're not Benedict. Yes? Huh? Gradient and a set of coordinates, right? Okay. Do we have that? Benedict, do we have that? Okay, then you tell me what's the set of coordinate that you want to use. For 1, what is that point? P, okay, so this is for 1. You said that you require a set of coordinates which you already provided me. You said that you require the gradient. So what's the gradient? And you also said that you have it, so what is it? Hmm? 3? How do you get 3? PR is parallel to y equals to 3x plus 2, so? Okay, so the PR, the gradient, for PR equals to gradient for y equals to 3x plus 2. Therefore, gradient PR must be equals to 3. Okay, now that you have the gradient and a set of coordinates, how do you find the equation? Okay, y equals to 3x plus c, and then sub in p. So what should I write now? Huh? Then 1 equals to 3 times 4, and then plus c, okay? So here quite clearly c is going to give us negative 11, right? Therefore, for part 1, y equals to 3x minus 11. Is that the correct answer?
Yes.
How do we use the graph for us to quickly do a check? From an equation, y equals to 3x minus 11, what can you tell from this? Gradient is 3, gradient is positive, it must slope upwards, right? Let's see. For PR, does it appear to slope upwards? Yes, okay, makes sense. What else can we tell from the equation? Y-intercept is negative 11. If you extend it, extrapolate, extend, it is going to go quite far down, isn't it? So does it make sense for it to be negative 11? Okay, then good. You are very likely to be correct for part 1. Can? Okay, now part 2. The coordinates of M. Does anybody need help? None, huh? So I'm going to call people already. Claudia, how do we find coordinates of M? Y equals to 3x minus. Okay, so you're going to use this equation with, which is the other equation? Okay, so this equation over here, 3y minus x equals to 7. So simultaneous equation number 1, number 2. Because both of these lines, they have a common point. Therefore, the coordinates over here must be the solution to the simultaneous equation. Okay, and that's how we get the point M. Assuming that's done. Next part, coordinates of R and coordinates of S. Do you need help? Wilden, which one do you need help with, R or S? Both? Okay, let's start with R. So far what we know is that I have the coordinates of P, which is 4, 1. I have the coordinates of M. How much is the coordinates for M?
5, 4.
5, 4. I have the equation of PR. What is the equation? Y equals to 3x minus 11, was it?
Yes.
Okay. Now Wilden, can you help me out? What is so special about this point R? Yeah, what's so special about point R? Can't hear you. Okay, it is the point of intersection between SR as well as RQ. Is that what you said? That means if I find these two equations, I solve that simultaneously, I can find the coordinates for R. Am I right? Yes, you are right. But it is tedious, it is troublesome for us to find those equations. Okay? Is there any other way to do it? Besides that, what else can you tell me about point R? Tell me all the characteristics that you can tell me. And there are quite a couple. We're going to use the midpoint coordinates as well as coordinates for P to find the coordinates of R. Okay, how do we find the coordinates for the midpoint again if you are given the two endpoints? X1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2, right? It's literally taking the average. So now, P, I've got the coordinates as 4, 1. Let's call this as xr, yr. So in this case, using such convention makes it easy for me to know what I'm dealing with. Right, xr obviously refers to the x coordinate of r. Yr obviously refers to the y coordinate of r. Okay, so to find the midpoint, xr plus 4 divided by 2. The other side must be yr plus 1 divided by 2. And this is supposed to give me, Wilden, what are the coordinates over here? 5, 4. So in this case, can you find xr already? Okay, xr, if we don't skip steps, xr plus 4 equals to 5 times 2. xr equals to 2. Okay, you get the same. You do the same thing for x or for yr. Can? Now the next point. S. How do we? Huh? 6. Oh yeah. Sorry. 10 minus 4, 6. So the next point, point S, which we now need to find. Wilden, can you give me a way to find point S? XS, good. YS, okay then. What do we do next? I made it very clear already, Plus 8. plus 5. So again, it gives us the same midpoint, isn't it? Then we can find the coordinates of S already. Now part 4. Now, since we already have all the coordinates, P, Q, R, and S, do you need help finding the area of the parallelogram? No? Shoelace method, okay. Let's fill in the blanks. What are the coordinates for R?
6, 7. S is 2, 2.
And P we have 4, 1. Right? I want to show you something quite interesting for this parallelogram. To go from point P to point Q, I can travel to the right, then I travel upwards, right? Right, how many units to the right? 4 units to the right. How many units upwards? 4 units to the right, 4 units upwards. If I want to go from S to R, do you expect it to be 4 units right, 4 units up as well?
Yes.
Why? So what if it's a parallelogram?
Bisect.
No, it's not about bisecting anymore. Okay, class. So over here, 4 units to the right, 4 units upwards. It actually describes our gradient, isn't it? Rise over run. 4 units to the right, 4 units upwards. Likewise over here, 4 units to the right, 4 units upwards. So it describes the gradient, which tells us that these two are parallel sides. In fact, it also tells us that the lengths are the same. So parallelograms, they are such a feature. Okay? When a question is given to you such that you got P, Q, and S, as you find the coordinates of R, there are a few ways you can do it. First, you find the midpoint over here. Then you use the midpoint to find the coordinates of R. The other way, which is way easier, 8 minus 4 is 4. So 2 plus 4 is 6. 5 minus 1 is 4. So 3 plus 4 is 7. Get it?
Then how do you present it?
It will be a 1-mark question because it's so easy. Okay?
You just draw the line can.
Yes. Right. So now I want to test whether all of you know how to write down the formula for area. Is there anybody who is unsure? Raise your hand now. The shoelace method. Shoelace method, who is unsure? Okay, put our hands. So let's do it as a class, Area. Okay, class, can you tell me the answer together? What is the first thing I should write? Ha. It is not modulus. It is not modulus. It is just a vertical line, okay?
What does it look like?
Looks only.
Then 2, 2, 9.
Okay, next, what do I put? First point, what do you want the first point to be? Can I choose any point I like? Yes, I can. I can choose any point I like. And I hope all of you remember that, because it is really going to be, let's point Q, 8, 5. So put the x coordinate on top, y coordinate at the bottom. Now, second point. Do I have a choice? No. Yes or no? Do I have a choice? No, I don't have a choice. And this is where you better learn which direction do we go in? Anti-clockwise. So which point must I write down? 6, 7. This one, no choice. You must go anti-clockwise. So if you do not have a diagram, you better sketch it out. Otherwise, you cannot tell. Otherwise, it's very difficult for you to visualize which is the point clockwise and anti-clockwise. So what is the next point?
2, 3.
Next.
4, 1.
Do I end here?
8, 5.
Do I end here?
No.
When do I stop?
When you
Go back when you go back to the
When you go back to the first point. So this 8, 5 over here must be the same over here. That's when you stop. Now that you have written this down, this gives you 0 marks. It doesn't give you anything. Next. Okay, so this is how I always start. What should I multiply first? 8 times 7. Can I go 5 times 6 first? It must be this way. No choice, must be this way. So 8 times 7, you can choose to write down 8 times 7. But if your mental sums is decent, you just straight away write down 56. Then plus 18 plus 2 plus 20. Now, close the bracket. Minus, open another bracket.
30.
Okay, 30.
14, 12,
From here, use your calculator, get the answer. What is the answer?
So only to put all the little numbers. Okay, just add up.
What do you mean?
Because it's like, for example, can just
You mean
add up
you mean you don't even want to write this?
We just write 96.
Where you get 96 from? At least write this down, so it's easier for you to check. Okay?
Mr. Wong, we represent the answer to write 60 U square.
60 u square.
Okay, now must write the word unit here.
Okay. So thanks Darius for pointing this out. 16 u square will be wrong, because u in this case I will treat it as a unknown. So units. Okay, next. Question 12. Who needs help for part 1? Nobody? Okay. Equation of AC. What is the minimum information for us to have an equation of a straight line? Yes? Huh? 2 points.
2 points on AC.
Okay, 2 points. Do you have 2 points? Do you have? You want the equation of AC. So he says that we need 2 coordinates. Which at the moment, do you have or don't have? Where?
C.
C.
No.
Don't have.
Yeah.
Then got 2 points on.
E.
E, you have the point E.
So I have to find the
Okay, you can find the point E. Yeah, okay, that's 1 point. Then you say you wanted 2 points. So where is the other point?
C. You can find the value C.
C. Okay, so point E, definitely we can get midpoint. Point C, I know the which coordinate?
The
You know y coordinate, that is 0. But what about x coordinate?
leave it as unknown.
Okay, if we leave it as unknown, let's call it xc. Then how are we going to use the coordinates over here? In this case, will be 3, 2, right? How are we going to use these two to find the equation of a straight line? We say we need 2 points. You only have 1.5 point.
You can find the gradient of BD.
Find the gradient of BD. Then what happens?
And then because BD is perpendicular to AC, you can find the gradient like by twisting.
So you can find the gradient of CA now.
Yeah.
So do you still need your point C?
I mean you factor in for the second part.
Talking about first part, do you need point C?
No.
No. So you have abandoned your initial approach of using 2 points to get the equation of line. Right now your approach is to find equation of AC by finding what?
The gradient of AC.
Gradient of AC plus 1 set of coordinates. So that is another way to find equation of straight line, isn't it? Since we don't have 2 points, then it must be another way already, no choice.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now, using midpoint, we found the point E, 3, 2. So he suggests that we should find the gradient of AC by multiplying it with gradient of BD equals to -1. So gradient AC must be equal to -1 over gradient BD, which all of you can find, right? What is the gradient of AC then? 1. Really so nice,
Yeah.
2, 2. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, so gradient BD is actually found to be 1 also lah. So y equals to x plus c. Is this the final equation? Cannot be lah. I don't know what C yet. So C must be the this point.
Can we still put C?
Yeah. In this case, should we put C?
No, sub E.
No, he's talking about the presentation. It's not wise to let it be C lah. So let's just call it okay, fine, Z. That will be our y-intercept. Can? So now we have to substitute in points in order to find our y-intercept. Which point do we have? You only have 1 point. So 2 equals to 3 plus Z. Z will therefore be equals to -1. Therefore, the equation is y equals to x minus 1. Can?
Teacher, in between y equal x plus d and 2 equal 3 plus d must be like when x equals okay, just keep.
No need, can just substitute. Okay, now find the coordinates of A. Anybody needs help? Coordinates of A? Coordinates of C? None? Roshini, can you help us find the coordinates of A? Find the area of the rhombus ABCD. Can you all do that? Okay, so what is the answer for the rhombus area? 8 square units. Find the perpendicular distance from C to AB. From C to AB. Okay, from C, this is point C, to AB. Where's the line AB?
3 to
This side lah, right? A perpendicular line from C to AB. Cannot. You need to extend it. If you don't know which direction to extend, I extend both sides lah. Now is it clear where the perpendicular distance is? From C to AB. Okay, so that is the perpendicular distance. We want to find this. My drawing not very good, huh? Okay. So now that I know the area is 8 square units, how am I going to make use of that to find the perpendicular distance?
our area divided by each square unit equals height.
What's the formula again?
Half times base
Half times base
times height.
times perpendicular height. What is this supposed to give me?
Area.
This is area of what? Triangle ABC, is it?
It's not B, it's like extended.
Half times. Okay. What do you want to do now?
First make equation equals 8.
This is equal to 8.
No, like the area.
Area of the whole rhombus, right?
Yeah.
So what do you want me to continue writing? What do you want me to continue writing?
Equals 4.
Oh, this is equal to 4.
Not the height. Yeah, but equals
This whole thing is equal to 4.
Yeah.
Why?
Because they say already.
Because the area is 8, so half of it must be 4 lah. Okay? So now you are trying to equate the area of a triangle which is 4 and relate it to its base and its height. What's the...
The base is 8.
So they're the same height. So no need to count.
Why do you say the base is 8?
Because BA is
Why is it 8?
5.
Yeah, exactly. Why is it 8?
It's not 8. You find the length of AB.
So no, it's 6.
Hang on, wait, Rossi, you stop talking, you stop confusing everybody. For this part, anybody disagrees or needs explanation? So okay, right? So the area of this triangle must be 4. 4 units. Then the area of a triangle is given by half times base times perpendicular height. A triangle has 3 sides, so it has 3 possible bases, right? For all 3 possible bases, do you know what are their corresponding perpendicular heights? No or don't know? Or can you identify it? Okay, let's try. If AC is my base, where is my perpendicular height? BE. Good. If AB is my base. Where is my perpendicular height? This. Okay? Let me call it a point. A, B, C, D, E, F. Let's call it F. If BA is my base, then CF is my perpendicular height. If this is my base, then where is my perpendicular height? A to this point, right? You get it? All of you must be able to do that. So now, we want to find FC. Do you want that to be the perpendicular height? Yeah, of course you should. This should be our perpendicular height. Over here. Which means I need a base. What is the base?
The length AB.
AB. And now we have to find the length AB. Get it? Okay, so let's continue writing. This gives us half times AB times FC equals to 4. Okay? Therefore, half AB, the length of AB, how much is that? Square root 10. You all figured it out already, times FC equals to 4. FC equals to 8 over square root 10. Can it leave it like that? Cannot, cannot. Okay, Racy, what do you want to change it to become? So we get 8 square root 10 over 10. Then, should we leave it like this? This is the answer. Leaving inserts. No. Looks like this. Join, start from B, go to C, extend it. So this is BC produced. I don't know how far it must be. Okay, produce both sides. Okay? Now, BC to CD is 2:3. Here, 2 units. Over here must be 3 units. Must be slightly longer, yes? Okay, so let's call this point D. Find the coordinates of D. After we went through, I think, the first question, I hope you'll now be able to tell me the answer for this stuff. Okay, I drew similar triangles. Can you now tell me what is the x coordinate for D? You try yourself. Don't wait for me to give you the answer. Why 4? See, for this small triangle and this big triangle, they are similar, right? Why are they similar? Why are they similar triangles? Okay, common angle over here as well as right angle over here. 2 angles are the same already. Right? Alternatively, you can look at it this way. These two are corresponding angles. Okay? Now, since they are similar triangles, ratio of the sides must be the same. If this is 2 units to 3 units, then this must also be 2 to 3. Okay? Because I can see that this triangle and this triangle are also the same, similar. Get it? If this 2, this 3, this must be 2, then this must be 3. What is the actual distance over here? 2 units. How convenient for you. So what's the actual distance here? 3 units. So 1 plus 3 will give us 4. So this will be 4. Will we do the same thing for the vertical heights? Okay. What is the distance over here? 15 minus 9, so we get 6. If this is 6, then how much must this be? 9. Who is unsure how to get 9 over here? The distance. Okay, so if all are okay, this being 9, what must the y coordinate be? What must the y coordinate be? How much? 4? What do you get 4? This part must be 9. Must be 0, isn't it? Since over here this is 9 already, this is 9. 9 minus 9 must be 0 already. So it must be on the x-axis. So D will be 4, 0.
Then just only write this in the thing, right? If it's like a 3 mark question, then how you can
How do you show that it?
yeah. How do you express the thinking?
We can draw diagrams over here. Then we can give these names. We've got A, B, C. Let's call this D. Let's call this E. So B, D.
So we already have a D already.
Where?
That?
Oh, okay. Then let's call it something else. F.
N.
So let's start with the horizontal side. E, F, G. Okay, we need another point over here, G. So F, C over G, D must be equals to B, C over C, D, which is 2 over 3. Then F, C. F, C we can find that is actually 2 over G, D equals 2 over 3. G, D must be equals to 3 over 2 times 2, which is 3. So GD being 3 units, x coordinate for D, xd must be equals to 3 plus 1, which is 4. Understand? Is my working clear enough for you? And then you can do the same for the y coordinate. Alright, but now I'm telling you that for this type of question, if it is possible for you to work out without much working, most likely they will not allocate a lot of marks to it.
So it is like 3 marks.
I don't know, depends on what the marker wants. Okay?
Wait, but did they know? Because since I don't know, I didn't know how to do it. Then I checked the.
Okay, question 19. Part 1, anybody? Part 2? Part 3. Prove that it is a square. How do you prove that? How do you prove that a four-sided figure is a square? Prove that all sides are equal in length. Is it? Yes? Then it's all be wrong.
Gradient also. The gradient.
Why is it wrong? I show you a quadrilateral, 4 sides,
That's not a
4 sides equal in length.
Then what about the gradient?
Is this a square? Is this a square? No, it is not. So this is insufficient.
So must say the angle.
Okay, what else must I do in order to determine that it's a square?
The midpoint is the middle.
Hey, midpoint is also the same, huh? What else? What else?
Wait, triangle.
Parallel? No, these two are parallel.
Mr. Wong, Mr. Wong.
Right angle. So how do you prove that they are right angles?
Mr. Wong.
Wait. Okay, so you must show that gradient PQ times gradient, for example, QR equals to -1. Okay? So these two items must be there. But am I providing too much information? Am I doing too much work to show that this is a square? Hang on. First you are saying the blue color one, all 4 sides equal. Second point, gradient times gradient is -1. Do I really need all this information? Huh? No, red one will tell could be a rectangle.
But if you
Sides could be anything.
So how
Equal to be
am I actually doing extra work over here?
No.
Are you sure? There are. How do you really need 4 lengths? Which two?
the gradient one, the one that you use the gradient one.
Each of the parallel lines one.
They not same.
Okay. So we are now thinking, if it is just two of them like that, and then I prove that this is a 90 degrees, is it enough to show that it's a square? But there's actually less information than this, right? I only have 2 sides, right? So if I do until this time, I prove that this one and this one same length, and then there's a 90 degrees, what else can I do to prove that it's a square?
Other side 90 degrees. Other side 90 degrees.
Other side 90 degrees?
No, but they're parallel already. What?
Have you proven they are parallel?
No.
But they're parallel.
Did they say?
Oh, no, never say I'm doing
Did they say it's a? PQ is parallel to
SR.
SR.
Therefore, PQ is parallel to PR.
PQ parallel to SR. So this one over here is parallel to this. Doesn't mean that this side will be parallel. Maybe I can draw it this way.
But it's same length.
What does it say? Where got say same length?
But what is equal length, I mean?
They haven't said it's equal length. I'm saying what if we don't want to calculate that it is an equal length. So what do you say about right angle where? PT is the perpendicular bisector of SR. Okay. Now this is the point over here. PT perpendicular. Is this now sufficient to prove that it's a square? Now it's sufficient. You get it? There are different ways of doing it. As long as you come up with the minimum amount of information required to prove that it's a square, good enough already. Okay? So how do we prove, for example, that a quadrilateral is a parallelogram? How do you prove that this is a parallelogram?
Gradient of both sides must be equal.
Gradient equal, gradient equal. Is that sufficient to prove that it's a parallelogram?
Okay, point.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, it is. But is it sufficient for you to prove that it is a rhombus?
No. What's the property of rhombus?
So how do we prove that it's a rhombus?
All sides are
All sides must be equal in addition to the sides being the opposite sides being parallel. Get it? So go and revise all your properties of your parallelogram, rhombus, trapezium, so on and so forth. How to prove they are parallel? Emax, how?
gradient.
Gradient gradient same length parallel already.
I thought it's still area.
Emax also the same. Okay, find the area of the trapezium. How do we find area of trapezium? What is the formula? Okay, so this is half sum of parallel sides times perpendicular height. Yeah, you can do this, or you can use shoelace, or you can take area of square times plus area of triangle. Can? Okay, last one. Part A, part 1. Anybody needs help? A, part 2. Part B, part 1. B, part 1. Find the coordinates of B. AB is parallel to the x-axis. Have you used that information? If AB is parallel to the x-axis, what can you tell me about the coordinate for B? One of the coordinate. What is one of the coordinate? X or Y? Y equals to 6. So it is x, b, and y coordinate 6. Then they also tell us that D is a point on the x-axis. We've got the equation of DC. AC is perpendicular. What question are we doing? B part 1, right? Okay. The area of ACD is 1.5 times of ABC. What is the area of triangle ACD first? What do you have? 36. And this is supposed to be 1.5 times of ABC. So area ABC equals to 24. If this is 24 square units and this is parallel to the x-axis, then this can be my baseline. And this will be my perpendicular height. What are the coordinates of C from A part 2? Coordinates of C from A part 2? 4, comma? Negative 2. What is the perpendicular height?
6. Yeah, I mean, 8.
This must be 8 because this is negative 2. So half times base, which is AB, times the perpendicular height, which is 8, equals to 24. Find AB. AB is 6 also.
Yeah.
Okay, so this value of x must be 6. Can? Part 2. Anybody needs help? part 2. B part 2. None. Okay, part C. Explain whether it is a kite. What exactly is a kite?
Something that flies.
There's two straight lines.
There are two straight lines.
The midpoint. They're the same midpoint.
Okay, so over here, these two are the same length. This is also same length, right? What else can you tell? Are there any parallel sides? No. Okay, what can you tell me about the diagonals? They bisect, really? They intersect at this point over here. What else can you tell me? 90 degrees over here. What else? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right? So these are the properties of a kite. They ask you to find the perpendicular distance from D to AC. Perpendicular distance from D to AC. So how much is the perpendicular distance over here?
AC is 18.
No, D to AC. What is the B part 2 answer? What's B part 2 answer? 72/4 root 5.
So B part